This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Jets. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. To throw is Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's what those plays was in those quarterback's hands. You just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Ball again. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to the 38. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, right back to Hall. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A give running right is Hall. And some room to maneuver. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, 14 yards. And the Jets have retaken the lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Williams brings it in. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Wilson fires quickly for Davis. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 4th down, here's Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On fourth down, Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson out to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. The two Wilsons, Zach and Garrett, teaming up there. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Sliding, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game, start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, it's Herbert. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They're taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, L.A.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's Hall again. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Derwin James with a pick, and the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Eckler now between the tackles. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try
and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll run with Hall. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Wilson on the keeper, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Jets are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Wilson going to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Once more, here's Eckler. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Up the middle with Eckler. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett from 6 yards away. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. 183 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Hall on a give up the middle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On second down, a run with Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. They'll look to run with Hall, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. That's just how they do it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Wilson wants to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. There he goes, right side. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 68 yards. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they hand on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.